Hello and welcome back to our series on Battletech. We're starting a fresh start with the Battletech Advanced 3062. We played this in the past on the channel, but we're giving it a fresh start because I tried Extended 3025 Commander's Edition for a while, and I think Advanced 3062 just has a lot more to show to our audience. So we're switching back to Advanced 3062 for a while. We are, as I said, doing a brand new start. We are actually in the Free Worlds League because I realized I've never done a start in the Free Worlds League, so I thought it would be fun to try something out different. So here we are, brand new fresh Argo. No date has taken place for a completely fresh start for Tactical Minds Warriors, which is our initial name for this playthrough. If you have any suggestions for another name, please feel free to either put them in our chat if you're watching on Twitch, or you can certainly send us a whisper, or on YouTube, put a alternate name in the comment section of the video and we will certainly consider it. So we've got a eclectic mix of mechs to start out. I hired 2 additional warriors just to make sure we got to a full 7 to start out with. We have room for 1 more, but I didn't think the other pilots left on this planet after I hired the first 2 were really worth it. So we're going to start out with 7. We've got my play character. We have Tex, which is
I'm
great.
on the clock. What do you want?
I love having Tex, so that's awesome. Big fan of Tex. And then we obviously have some other pilots here. So let's look in the mech bay, see what we have to work with here. On our first roll, I made a commitment we would stick with what we got on the first roll, which is pretty good. We got a Shadowhawk 2H. I can live with that as the starting mech. We've got a Commando to start out. We've got a Spider to start out. We've got a Locust to start out, and we have an Icarus 2 to start out, which the Icarus 2 isn't that bad, and obviously the Shadowhawk is a pretty good starting mech. Not too excited about our lights here, so we're going to be looking to upgrade those as soon as possible in this brand new playthrough. So let's actually get to the command center. And let's see, we got an assassinate mission, seek and destroy. It's our first round here, so let's do a just a seek and destroy here. One half skulls. We're doing okay money-wise because our inheritance that allowed us to start this this mech company gave us a little bit of a nest egg. So let's focus on salvage here because we need to upgrade our mechs as quickly as possible. So we're up against the Cernus Federation, helping the Free Worlds League. Eventually, with a playthrough, I'd like to get to the point where we have great relationships with every house. It is possible, but it is difficult. So let's jump right into it. I'm excited to get back into this landscape here. So I want to take, I'm going to base it pretty much based on tonnage, because I would argue the Spider with jump jets can be just as actually the Royal Locust has more decent firepower, more than the Spider. So let's do the Royal Locust, the Commando, the Icarus 2, and the Shadowhawk here. We'll take we're actually going to take 2 sensor lockers because I want to level them up as quickly as possible. We're going to take Tactical Mind, my player character, and let's take Tex here. I think Tex is our best option. Yep. Alright, Lance 1. And we'll go ahead and deploy. This has changed. I've already seen some subtle changes since the last time I played Advanced 3062. So, shout out to Bloody Gloves, who is one of the developers of this mod. He's done a fantastic job. Also, big fan of his streams on Twitch, so please check those out. That's Bloody Gloves. Or Bloody Doves, sorry. Bloody Doves, not Bloody Gloves. So if you could check that out, I'm sure he would appreciate it, as just like we appreciate the fact that he's put together a really nice mod. So I did enjoy the 3025 battle space. There was a couple challenges to it. One of the biggest for me was I wanted to start out where I would have enough time to gear up for the clan invasion, because I was really excited about the fact that they had a real map that adjusted for the timeline, because I really value the lore of Battletech. But the problem is you either had to start right when the clan wars started, and I knew there was no way that my company would be ready to take on the clans at that point, or you can start out like 10 years before the clans came. And I thought that was going to be a little tedious for a streaming channel. So that's why we're switching to the 3062 space. Plus the 3062 space does have more flexibility as far as weapons and engine components and configurations of your mechs. I think there's just a lot more options there. So, with 3025, you can kind of get your mech to as good as it's going to be, and then there's no ability to constantly tinker with it and update and improve upon it. And I think that Advanced 3062 does give you a little bit more flexibility there. So hopefully this won't take too long to load up for our first mission. So some other things going on with our Twitch stream. We're trying to get to 1,000 follows by the end of July. If we can do that, we're going to have a pop giveaway. We're going to have a Thanos pop, which we're going to give away. It's actually the pop for the first appearance of Thanos in Marvel Comics. So I thought that would be a fun one to give away. So that one is going to be available to all of our followers, assuming we get 1,000 follows. And if we do get 1,000 follows, everybody who followed us will be entered in as part of the giveaway. So please take a look at that. Alright, this is a straightforward battle, Commander. Finding a military lance in a backwater like this should be no challenge at all. So I'm hoping we'll find a couple lights here just to get things started. There'll probably be a mix of lights and vehicles, would be my guess. Which is fine. There's a lot of things we can do with our lights. I mean, I think the Shadowhawk and the Icarus 2 are actually pretty solid mechs to start out with. They can be our quote-unquote brawlers. I don't know if I can really... Well, a Shadowhawk I could consider a brawler. I don't know about the Icarus. Icarus is going to kind of have to be our fire support. and the Shadowhawk's going to be probably our brawler, our brawler, excuse me, to get started. So, yeah, and hopefully this won't take too much longer to load up. You know, even with these load times, Battletech has come a long way since the first day that it came out. I remember I was so excited about how many games I could push through and record for YouTube, and then I got to the point where it was like, oh yeah, I should be able to. I took a couple days off, and I was like, yeah, I'll probably finish off the campaign in the first couple days off. But the problem is the loading time was so long back then. You kind of had to start the load, go do something else for 20 minutes, and then come back. So it's a little better now. And this might be a little slower because this is our first load on a brand new install of this mod. So hopefully that won't make this take too long here. Should be loaded up momentarily here. See if I can do a couple things off camera. Just kind of speed this up a little. One of the things you can do, obviously, is make sure you turn off your internet browsers if you want to maximize speed. Also, if you're not going to be playing on the internet, you know, I always suggest that people consider turning off their virus software. Usually that takes up a lot of power in the background. Of course, we're streaming, so that also takes a little bit of our computer power as well. Shouldn't be too much longer. Excited to get into a fresh start here. So we've got the Royal Locust and the Commando, who are going to be flankers and fire support, or flankers and scouts. We've got the Shadowhawk, which will have to be our tanker here, really, and the Icarus is going to be our fire support mech. So it's always good to have defined roles kind of going into each mission. Now they're always going to change because no plan of action, no battle plan lasts past meeting with the enemy, and it's very true. But you still want to have thoughts on what you're going to do before you jump into it, and really those thoughts about really start with the configuration of your lance. If we're in a situation where we have a certain objective, or we have a certain thing that we want to accomplish in the mission, then we certainly want to think about which mechs that we're going to take
Command interface
and how that's going to
initiated.
impact things. So alright, we got our targets right out into the open. Like I said, I expect
Where the hell are we? It doesn't matter.
I expect a mix of...
Alright, let's get down to it. Alright, let's get down to it.
Position confirmed.
Alright, this is new. These text boxes I think are really cool. I can already see some changes since the last time I played Advanced 3062, so this is going to be fun.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Position confirmed.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Push up our Locust towards the front. One of the things that's nice about this mod versus Advanced 3062 is you do have the ability to do run and shoots. Now your
orders.
Your ability is a little limited, so let's do, alright, let's sprint down our
Confirmed.
locust. Try to get a feel for what we're dealing with here. And the rest of our lance will follow. Let's try to bend the commando over to the right. See if we can get the commando to work over to a flank of the enemy. Alright, so as suspected, we've got 2 vehicles. I mean, vehicles are not the worst at this stage of the... looks like 3 vehicles. I was hoping we get at least a mech here. Oh, we have a support lance and a regular lance. So this might just be the support lance we're dealing with here. Alright, it's not the worst thing that we actually have. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, let's do a sprint, because I want to keep the evasion really high for this poor locust. Now I could do a sensor lock here, but since the rest of my lance is too far away, we might as well just see if we can... Not the best hit percentages here, but we do have pulses, so that'll increase our chances
Copy
for
that.
hits. Right, I got a couple of hits in there. More importantly, we're going to be very evasive here.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Let's see what our commando can do. Commando won't be around for long, so if you're a fan of commandos, enjoy it while you can, because he will not be here for long. Let's take the shot. Oh, that was a lucky hit. Good job, Tex. Alright.
Who brings a tank to a mech fight? All right, Capellans.
Very nice, Tex. I will say that's one thing I did miss in 3025 is I do like using Tex of Black Planet's Legion. Please check out his YouTube channel. He's great when it comes to lore. He's amazing when it comes to Battletech lore. So
Standing
once
by.
again, that's the Black Pants Legion on YouTube.
Moving to position.
Definitely check it out. See what our Icarus can do here. Horrible hit percentages here. So we're, yeah, we're not going to take that shot.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
We should have slightly better hit percentages here with an AC5. Shadowhawk is also closer. Oh, we do have an enemy mech on the field. Let's see what we got here. A javelin? Well, I mean, a javelin would be better than some of the stuff I have right now. So let's see. We only have a 23% chance with the AC5s, so let's just shoot the
Let's see if I'm smart enough to line this up.
Get a hit or two. There we go. We got a hit. Not too bad. APC is pulling back. Glad our locust is evasive. We gotta make sure that locust stays evasive.
Receiving you.
Alright, so let's actually that should be evasive enough. Hopefully those aren't famous last words for the Locust. Famous enough. Or evasive enough, but that's pretty evasive there. So let's see. Best hit percentages. Galley. Let's go with the. Let's do a precision strike here on the leg of this javelin.
Engage.
All right, not the most impressive use of a precision strike.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
No siree, Bob. Let's sprint our commando in. Again, trying to get to the rear flank of the enemy here. These hit percentages are lousy. Let's take this shot with the large laser. And again, Tex hits with a very low percentage shot. That's 2 in a row. Alright, Galleon's moving up. Is it going after the Locust? It is. Ooh, got a couple hits in. Oh man, structure damage already.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Oh man, Locusts are so squishy. Now they're just going to pick on the Locust because it's got structural damage. So we're going to have to keep it evasive
Ready for orders.
for the rest of the mission for sure. Let's try to push through
Roger.
with our heavier mechs. We're going to push up. See if there's any shots that make sense here. That would be a no. So Icarus is not going to shoot. Alright, the Javelin's pulling back. Makes me wonder if the Javelin is like the heaviest mech that we have on the field. Sometimes the heavier mech will tend to kind of retreat in these situations. So let's push up with the Shadowhawk here. Need to get our big guns.
Let's make some bad decisions at
Close on
high
this
speed.
fight. Before my Locusts get squished completely. These hit percentages are a little painful. You know, that hit percentage for the Hetzer shot there is not too bad. I might just bite the bullet and take that shot.
Let's see if it's enough to
Oh, and we
line
hit.
this up.
Very nice. Very nice. Our pilots are doing really awesome with their hit percentages so far. Uh-oh. We do not want one of those missiles hitting the Locust. We do not want those big nasties hitting our Locust. Now the chances are low for a single missile like that to hit our Locust, but we can't take any chances here.
Aye, aye.
And we got a center torso hit. I mean, that's just a bad situation for a Locust. We already have squishy armor. I'd love to get a rear shot in, but I don't think a rear shot's going to do us a lot of good. Alright, so let's actually pull back with our Locust. We're still going to sprint to keep the evasion high. Give him around in cover. And then we can actually do a sensor lock on... let's go after this.
I've
Yeah,
got a
there.
sensor lock.
I'm on the clock.
See if
What do you
Tex can
want?
take advantage of that sensor lock.
All right,
Start
let's
breaking
get
down
down
this
to
galleon.
it.
Still a lousy hit percentage here.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to
Tex
line
hits
this up.
3 for 3 on low hit percentage shots. I sense a sniper role in the future for Tex. I want to thank everybody who's joining our stream on twitch.tv. If you have any questions, commentary, feedback, please put them in the chat room. Also trying to get some follows. Oh, almost as if on cue. We got a follow there, so want to thank Quiz and Chubb for following us. Also, Tech Chittick, Talaxi TV has followed as well. Thank you guys for following. We're doing a fresh series on Advanced 3062. This is the very first mission.
Confirmed.
For those of you that are joining us. We've got an Icarus, a Shadowhawk, a Royal Locust, and a Commando on the ground. Horrible hit percentages here again for that AC-10. We're not going to take that shot, or we're going to be out of ammo really fast. We're up mostly against vehicles, but there's at least one light mech that we've seen so far.
I'm on the clock. What do you
So
want?
we got to push forward with our Shadowhawk here.
All right, let's get down to it.
Get our brawler in close. These hit percentages are horrible, but you know what? You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So let's roll the dice here with the AC5.
One attitude adjustment goes right up.
AC5. Right, we got a couple hits in on the galleon. Oh no. Oh, thunderbolts. Alright, so at least one enemy vehicle has thunderbolts on it. They're not particularly bad, except over time they'll strip enough of your armor off that it becomes a problem. And our Shadowhawk is really our only brawler in this lance. So we were very lucky to draw the Shadowhawk. Don't
Ready
get me
for
wrong,
orders.
But yeah, we don't have anything else that's all right. We got to make sure our locust stays evasive here. All right, we're gonna take a risk here.
On my way. Double time.
The locust already has a shot to the center torso, but I feel like a rear shot on this galleon is worth
All
taking
weapons
the
fired.
chance here. All right. Good shots there.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Let's move up Tex in our commando. Let's see. Can we keep working on this galleon? We can. Our hit percentage is going
Let's
to
make some bad
go down
decisions
because
at
we're
high
sprinting,
speed.
but Tex has had some really good shots here, so hopefully it will continue.
One attitude adjustment goes right up.
Missed. As soon as I talk Tex up, he misses. That's par for the course. Danu 2005, thanks for the follow. We really appreciate everybody following, but we're trying to get to 1,000 follows by the end of July. If we get to 1,000 follows, we're going to have a giveaway of a Thanos pop. The pop is the first appearance of Thanos in Marvel Comics, so I think it's an iconic pop. And we're going to obviously get your information off camera and send you a pop
Ready for
to your
orders.
very own home. We'll make sure we wipe it off so
On it.
it's nice and clean and COVID free when we send it by. Maybe you leave it out in the sun for a day just to be on the safe side. We all have to be careful these days. Alright. And when when you start out with brand new pilots, it's always a wake-up call because you're so
Attacking
used
from
to having
position.
decent hit percentages. That was a solid hit there, given the hit percentages. So it's always fun to get back into a new version of Battletech because you know you're used to most of your pilots hitting 80% of the time, and now it's like back to 30% chance of a hit. That's actually a good thing.
All right,
Let's take the
let's
shot.
get down to it.
It's definitely a different mentality. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, we got a rear shot here, but oh, actually it's pretty good. Alright, let's take this shot on the Hitzer. It's a rear shot and our hit percentages are really good. In fact, we're going to do precision strike here. We're going to double down on this shot here. Hopefully it will pay off.
One attitude adjustment coming
Alright, we got rid of the Hitzer.
Who
Nice.
brings a tank to a mech fight? All right,
That was an
Capellas.
AC-20 off the field, so that's definitely nice. Alright, they're going to pick on our Royal Locust with the Thunderbolts. Okay. Our evasion was such that it wasn't that scary. How's everybody doing this morning? Would love to hear some chatter in the chat room. And follows are also nice. Speaking of which, Nine Lamar, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thanks for joining the channel.
Yes, Commander.
Alright. So we can get a rear shot in here. But our evasion would be like 0, and I can't afford to do that. Let's see. We can get some rear shots in on this
I
Gemma
copy.
up here. And be evasive and get into the forest. So that's a win here. So let's take those
Give him
shots.
everything I've got.
Oh, nice shots on the back of the javelin. Oh, there goes
Scored a critical hit.
a left torso
I'm on the clock.
and a
What do you
arm.
want?
So that's nice. Alright, our commando has a fair amount of armor here, so let's see if we can actually get into the back of this galleon here. Nice hits. That galleon is not going to last long. You know, we were very fortunate to roll a Shadowhawk and an Icarus here on the first round, but our light mechs really have a lot to be desired. We might be able to do some things with that Royal Locust if I can do some modification. Alright, got a bunch of vehicles. Look, I do think that the Javelin is
Standing
the
by.
only mech here, which it's okay.
Heading
Because
out.
we do need components at this stage, and we can get some decent components off of these vehicles. And again, these hit percentages are lousy for the Icarus, so we're going to have to not take any shots. I'm going to have to just sprint the Icarus up until we get in range where we can actually do some actual damage with that Icarus. If this is just going to be the Shadowhawk Locust Commando show, then
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down to it.
Seagull Enrico, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thanks for joining the channel. Oh, again. I think that was Seagull Enrico again. Got our wheeled APC. Got our Javelin. This is lousy all the way around. Alright, we're gonna have to do some multi-targeting here to really try to make get the most bang for our buck here. So do LRM-5 there. Let's try this again. Come on, multi-target. What's going on here? Alright, we got the javelin. Got the Hunter tank with its LRMs not functional. Looks like it got damaged from a previous battle, because I don't think I've hit that thing yet. And we have a wheeled APC. Alright. So that's probably the best hit percentages we got here. You know, I would argue I'm not even going to use the SRM-2s, save the heat and the ammo.
And for my next trick, a stunning display of ineptitude.
Alright, we got no hits on the javelin. Alright, at least we got hits on the Hunter tank. No hits on the wheeled APC. Not exactly
Sometimes failing is
multi-target.
important. However, I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Yeah. When you get far enough advanced into the game, you can literally get 2 or 3 kills sometimes with a good multi-target, but not this early.
Know who's dumb for having all the armor.
So that wheeled APC should be in melee range next round.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
So these vehicles are trying to get into our rear. Let's not let that happen.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
A Chem 999 has followed. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Alright, let's see. Text. Ooh, you got a good hit percentage here on this wheeled APC. Let's take that out. Of course, you missed on the large laser, Tex. Come on. You see, Tex started out 3 for 3, and it's been kind of downhill ever since. Keep hitting the rear of this javelin, but I have to stay evasive. So I don't think that's going to work for us. Yeah, let's do this here.
Acknowledged.
I've got to keep the Locust evasive because it's got a hit on the center torso already, and we all know how thin the armor is on the Locust. Hit this.
I have the advantage.
Hopefully. No luck.
That didn't hit.
That did not hit. Oh wow, the galleon blew itself up. Nice. Hey, I won't take an easy kill here on the first round. On our first drop, I'll take some easy kills. Oh, structural on the Shadowhawk.
Something just bounced around in here.
Darn it.
I think I heard something broke, and I am officially scared.
Receiving you.
That was a lucky hit there. The Icarus still has not shot yet, so I almost want to shoot just to let the Icarus get in a turn. You know, let's do a precision strike here on the javelin. Guess we'll go for the leg.
Engaging with target.
Oh, we hit the arm though. Alright, so now it's a pogo stick.
Reporting.
That javelin's almost toast. Alright, so finally our Icarus gets into this fight. Ooh, Thunderbolt against the Royal Locust. We do not want that combination.
I'm on the clock.
That would be
What do
very
you
bad.
want?
Alright, so this wheeled APC. Huh. Oh, this is completely different. So there's a new melee system for Advanced 32 here. Alright, so we can charge, kick. Oh, this is really cool. Looks like our only option is to kick, so let's take that.
Alright, let's get down to it. The cream of the crop will rise to the top.
So kick is the equivalent of stomp. Alright, that
Who
makes
brings
sense.
a tank to a mech
Alright,
fight?
there goes that
All
vehicle.
right, Capellans.
Receiving you.
So let's move up our locust. We're again gonna get it into the forest. We're
Roger
gonna
that.
keep it highly evasive. Got to do that right now with a center torso hit already on this Royal Locust. Good hit percentages here. We're not going to use a precision strike
Targeting for an alpha strike.
because this javelin is really close to being done. We got 3 parts out of it. Now we are playing that you need 5
On the
parts
clock.
to put
What do you
together a
want?
mech. So this is not a situation where we're going to get
Let's make some bad decisions
javelin,
at high
but we can get
speed.
3/5 of a javelin, which is not too bad.
Ready
It is
for
always
orders.
fun to start out a new playthrough of Battletech because you're excited about small mechs again. You know, after a while you get kind of jaded. You're like, oh, it's a javelin. I don't need that. But now it's like, wow, a javelin would actually be a pretty big improvement. All right, let's do a precision strike here with the AC-10.
Firing.
I think we hit, even though it showed it going through the target. Maybe that's supposed to indicate that there was a blow through. There's the Thunderbolt carrier. Oh. And he got in some hits on our Locust.
I'm on the clock. What do
Fortunately
you
not a
want?
direct hit, or that would be it for the Locust. Alright, so we got a charge. We can kick. We can punch. We're going to go with kick again. That should probably work the best with
All
vehicles.
right, let's get
Again.
down to it.
This is a new melee
Cream of the crop will rise
control
to the top.
function that I haven't seen since I played Advanced 3062. So, that's pretty cool. I do like that they're giving you options. Mystical, thank you
I'm
for
being
the follow.
flanked.
Really appreciate that.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's see if we can't get this.
All right, let's get down to it.
This missile carrier out of here. Oh, it's an Arrow 4. Yeah, we definitely want to get rid of the Arrow 4. Alright, let's hit this
Right up.
with a commando.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, we're going to be aggressive here with the
On
Locust.
my way.
Of course, since this is a missile carrier, his accuracy should go down
Here.
the closer the target is, so hopefully our Locust will be okay here. Want to thank Capitan Vernon for the follow. We are really on a high trek to actually get to
Standing
that
by.
1,000 follows by the end of July, so we can give away that pop. So hopefully we'll get there. All right, let's see. Ooh, good hit percentages here on this Hunter Light support tank. Yeah, we have to take that shot.
On it.
Statistically, we have to take that shot, even though I would like to get that vehicle out of the way. There's that arrow missile. Engine critical on the Locust. Oh boy. Double
That
beat
was
sync
a nasty
destroyed.
hit.
That
I'm
is
on the
not
clock.
good.
What do you want?
Alright, Shadowhawk. let's finish off that
Alright, let's get down to it.
vehicle.
The cream of the crop will rise to the top.
Nice, vehicle destroyed.
Who brings a tank to a big fight? See why people enjoy this line of work.
Ooh, we had some overlapping audio there.
Systems holding.
Alright, 2 more vehicles left.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's just get a stomp in on this.
Alright,
Missile battery.
let's get down to it. The cream of the crop will rise to the top.
One thing about melee is it's a much higher percentage. Alright, we need to keep this locust mobile here.
Double time. Let's go.
Don't have a choice. Already taken way too many hits here on this poor locust. Hasn't lost any weapons yet, but we did lose a double heat sink.
Roger.
Good hits on that missile artillery.
Receiving you.
Really should try to finish that guy off
Got it.
quick as possible here.
Roger.
There goes that missile artillery. Very nice.
Vehicle killed.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, so we got a wheeled APC left. Alright, we're gonna sprint.
Let's
Logic
make some
being that
bad
if we miss on
decisions
this
at
shot,
high
then we can
speed.
finish it off with melee here. Yeah, we got a precision strike available, so let's take that. See if we can finish this sucker off.
One
First mission of this new playthrough.
Who brings a tank to a mech fight? Alright, Capellans.
Although I don't like the
Mission
fact that the
successful.
Locust took so many hits there. That's a little disappointing. We got a decent payout here. Alright, our Locust, at least we don't have any injuries, but our Locust needs some repairs. We'll see how bad that is. Alright, so we get 2 parts here. Do I want the AC-20? I feel like I need... Oh, I like the arrow. Arrow is a nice weapon here. There's some actual good choices here. I think the easiest thing to do is we're just going to take the javelin parts and then we're going to roll the dice and let the dice decide what we get. And we didn't get any of the weapons I was hoping to get. Alright, well that's fine. Alright, we got 2 javelin parts. Not bad for our first drop. Alright, so we're going to just do a couple of housekeeping items here. We're just doing a short stream today. We'll be back later on in the day with more on this series, so please follow. And as we can pop in later on in the day for some streaming, we definitely will do so as we continue our brand new start of Battletech Advanced 3062. But I'm just going to do some housekeeping here, so if you enjoy watching people play around with mechs, stick around. If you're just here for big stompy robot action, then you want to just step away and see us next time. Anamorphic Productions has followed. Thank you for that, Anamorphic Productions. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Our goal was to get to 10 follows on this stream. I wonder if we got there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're at least 8 follows. So that's great. All right, let's see how bad our poor Locust is. Now, part of the problem is we don't have any double heat sinks, and I think it lost a double heat sink. So, all right, first Shadow Cat. How long will that take? 1 day. That's kind of painful. We're gonna have to wait for the Shadowhawk. There's no way around it. A whole lots of little repairs here on the Locust. We lost our double heat sink. I don't believe we have a double heat sink here. We got nothing. We got no double heat sinks. So, double heat sinks not weigh anything? No. So how did we end up with 0 weight when we lose a double heat sink? Not quite sure how that works. Maybe it's just a glitch. So our Locust will take 2 days. Too few heat sinks. Oh no. So this is a problem. So do we have any double heat sinks in the store? We do not have double heat sinks in the store. We have regular heat sinks. So unfortunately our Locust is just going to be out of commission for a while until we can get either a double heat sink,
I'll let you know
or
when
we
that's
can
done.
get enough regular heat sinks that I can switch those out on the Locust. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. So we're basically going to have to wait a day for the Shadowhawk, and then we're going to have to use the Spider going forward instead of the Locust. But that's something that we'll tackle on the next video. Again, we'll be back shortly, probably later on in the day, so please follow us so you can get a notification when we continue this series, and we'll have episode 2 of this new playthrough of Advanced 3062 shortly, so please go ahead and subscribe so you get those notifications. Wow, that was almost on cue. So we got a follow from GoFrek1. Thank you, GoFrek1. You'll have that notification when we do our next stream on twitch.tv, Commando Gaming 1. And you'll also be entered in through our free pop giveaway. So once again, if we get to 1,000 follows on twitch.tv at Commando Gaming 1, we will be doing a pop giveaway at the end of July. Talk to you soon, and hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll be back for more fun very soon.